everybody, and welcome to the special series of Friendsgiving, where we have spotlight one of our friends for the month of November, and they discuss whatever they want to talk about. It's your girl Samantha, and I got Sean, and our very special guest here is DC Marvel Star Wars guru, Mr. McLeod.
Hola, hola. I like that. That's nice. I like it.
That was a good intro. I like that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me. Thank you.
No problem. So today, Mr. McLeod is going to do a recap of Gen V season 2.
Mm.
Sean has completed the season, and of course,
Yes.
McLeod has. I'm the only one that hasn't watched it, so
Tragic.
And guess what? It's gonna be spoilers because you ain't watch it.
it's all good. Go ahead, Thomas, take it away.
What you got for us?
Well, Gen V season two, we all know that Andre, the one from season one, had passed away. So what
Yep.
was really important was the transition of how they were going to speak about him and things of that nature. But going back, they ended up going to Elmira, the prison. So what they did was he died in the Elmira prison trying to use his powers and things of that nature. From the season before, we had seen that his dad, Polarity, was having issues with his powers and
Mhm.
having tremors and things of that nature.
Yep.
So with the doctor with the what's that called? The boss or whatever, I could call him that or whatever. But with Polarity having the tremors and then they trying to push their powers and stuff like that, how they said
Mhm.
Andre died was pushing his powers and things of that nature, which makes sense. Sometimes that's a good transition. I think that nature is tragic, but it's a good transition. To me, the whole season two for me was trying to figure out was Homelander going to finally show up again, or what was Marie about to do, or how powerful Marie was. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
when you're blending blood, to me it's blending DNA. To me, it's doing a lot of different things. I know she was powerful, but now as we went into season two, they explained this thing called Odessa and
Mhm.
explained how she got her powers because
Mhm.
season one, it goes from her getting her powers because she was having a menstrual cycle, but
Right.
actually her parents actually opened her up for that for it. So her sister
Uh,
hated her, and they found her sister later on in the show. Her sister hated her, but in all reality, it was. I sometimes you look at it, it's the parents' fault. The parents got the money, they spare it on the child. The
Yep.
child turns into a super crazy. They don't know what type of powers they're gonna get. Even at the beginning of season two, with all the scientists, they were testing themselves on. They ended up
Mhm.
dying and stuff like that. And then Cipher, who was in that room as well, ended up
Yep.
taking stuff, and he guessed. And obviously he guessed right. He got lucky, but in all reality, he could have blew up like everybody else in the glass. So the season went well for me. It didn't have a bad climax like Peacemaker because I was upset with Peacemaker, but I'm not gonna go there. But the ending for season two was very well done because we got to see my Marie show off her powers and take
Mhm.
out Cipher or whatever like that. I thought the biggest thing was I thought Cipher's really was about trying to take out Homelander, but his thing really it kind of had a Nazi feel to it. Like he was just like, we're gonna weed out the weak ones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he was wrong, but I ain't gonna lie. Some of them dudes at the university had some of the wackest powers ever. So I understand he was upset
Yes.
about it. But you know what I'm saying? Like if you see a dude who can squeeze stuff out his butt, that's not exciting.
Yeah.
Why would I want him to be a superhero? I don't want him that. So I understood that. He just
Yeah.
goes about it. It's like Thanos when he did the snap. Now everybody knows why he did the snap. Now it makes sense. But it's about the way you go about it. And when you
Yeah.
go about it wrong, you're gonna look like a villain. So he had to get
Mhm.
blown up, which I was happy about. And I like the way Marie blew him up. And she said for Andre at the end. So I was very happy
Yeah.
with it. Seeing at the end with Starlight and then my what's the fast dude, I forget
Yeah.
his
The
name.
speeds. I'm just call. We
Yeah,
used to call.
I
Hold
don't
on.
like him anyway. I never liked him at the beginning, but he's working me because he ran through my old boy's girlfriend. He just
Yeah. That
oh
was.
he was like,
Yep.
oh my bad. I'm like, dang, I loved her. He just ran right through it. But I like seeing that coming back because I'm ready for Homelander to get his business because it's very different from the comic book than how it is in the movie. Because the comic book, how Homelander gets the business, is totally different. I know they're not going down his road, so I really want to see what they're going to do, especially with Marie, because I want to know for real. Marie can heal people, but when you can heal people, I also want to know can she pull things out of people's DNA, like that V or anything like that, because that could be something that could be
mm,
different to make Homelander regular. Because you got to get rid of Homelander because it's too much. Just
Yeah.
like Cipher, old girl was cool with Cipher, And then he started turning. He was like, "Oh, I'm the creator of the monster." And you had to
Yeah.
give a little heads up so they can kill him because he's about to go buck ham. So, season two overall is better than I thought it was going to be. I was happy with it. Janet, the whole universe has done me wrong, so I'm always enjoying it. So, yeah,
So you watched both the show and you read the comics?
yeah.
Okay. So did they, I guess, because obviously usually the books are different from the show when they do like a live adaptation. How are the differences? Are they like subtle or they're like flip flop?
I mean, they're the comic book is one of its kind, you know. So
Yeah.
they're extreme. Both of it. That's why it was like. So I can say they're both the same, really, because they're extreme. They
Okay.
just changed up a little bit of things. Some because some of the characters are likable. So yeah, and
Hmm.
that's how I always have it. When characters are likable, you got to find a way to keep them around. But some characters have been dead a long time, or not alive at all. But
Yeah.
for the most part, it's real nasty. Like everything that the boys do is nasty, and the comic book is nasty. So
Yeah.
so it's the same thing. It's just gorier in different spots. So and they only can do so much on TV, but I don't even
Right.
know what they're not doing on TV because they do it.
Bruh,
So
that shit that. So I would say for me with this season in particular, like my biggest takeaways was just okay, you got to really see what Marie can really do. I like how Cypher was able to basically get the most out of her, and to do that, they had to kill her sister. And I like how they swung that. That was, I think for me, that was like the turning point in this season. Cause I'm just like, I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of dragging for me. And I was like, but up until that part, that's when you got to see more and more with that. And then you got to see his ultimate plan play out. Cause now he's like, well, shit, if he can heal her sister, that means she's strong enough to heal me. And I love how they played that, and to your point, did the whole, trying to eliminate the weakest and all of that stuff. Like, so I mean, that was for me, that was like some of the biggest takeaways for me from season two.
yeah, he had a plan. Yeah,
Yeah.
that as you
Oh
seen,
yeah.
it was a slow plan. Only thing I say, like some of the stuff they did was stupid. Like they going to his house, like the stuff has
Yeah.
cameras. But I'm like, ah,
Right.
but it's common sense stuff. But I'm like, all right, so we just gonna go to his house and see what happens and stuff. But it was a setup. It was very surprising because I thought Cipher. I was like, man, I don't know, it's a little weird. I was like, why has he got that old man in that tank? But
Yeah.
as it came up, it made total sense. And then they
It
just, as
was him.
always,
He was
yeah,
controlling them.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
as always, they slide up. He gets what he wants. Now, if he was a big bad guy, he'd have did that and ran. But he couldn't help himself. He just had to do it now.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. And eventually, that was the end. And even with most villains, you always have the top villain like the Joker, and then you have Harley Quinn or something like that. But you have the Joker like I'm about to do this, and Harley sit there and look at him like I don't know if you should do that. And
Yeah.
then that's what usually happens. It takes you out. So old girl was sitting there like I'm about to
Yeah.
take yeah you got to go because you tripping now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we want the survival of the fittest. We want to take over the world, but we're not about to kill our own and stuff like that. And even and I remember when in Gen V the first season of Gen V, when Homelander came down to the university, first
Yeah.
thing he did to Maria, and that was like, oh, so you're just gonna kill your own kind? So
Mhm.
how would have if Homeland had seen him, which would have been difficult anyway, because he just got in his mind, but still, if Homeland had seen him, like, dude, you just killing your own kind, that would have been another mass of or issue they would have had with each other. But he would just took
Yeah.
Homeland's body and just wreck shop. So that's what it was.
But I feel like now, I mean, you try to kill Homelander like with Marie's powers. Like, I mean, I just feel like she got to get close. Like, she can't do
Well,
that from a
that's the thing. We trying to see how close does he have to get. Because the one thing is Homeland is stupid. He's cocky and dumb. And,
that.
and he's a big baby.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can provoke him to
Hmm.
get up close. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, yeah. So that's more of a provoking thing. I think that's going to be a more of a concept. But there's a lot of things going on with trying to take out Homelander because of how the seasons are going, even the temperature of the world in this aspect right now. Everybody they're cool with the superheroes, but they just know they just can't beat them. So Marie is the secret weapon, to be real, because they want to know how can she manipulate his blood? What can she do? Because
Yeah,
they had Soldier Boy and blew it. So
yeah,
Marie's the next one to see what they can do. So she's gonna be used like everybody else is. You always find that one that's got good powers, and we're gonna use them and see what happens. But Her sister's cool too. I like that her sister had powers, which is crazy. She had powers this whole time. Now all of a sudden she want to talk about it. I was like, it could have been told her, but it's cool. Marie was over here just losing her marbles, but I want to see the Marie versus Homelander. She did take a laser beam straight up and walked away from him, so
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes a
yeah,
lot of sense
yeah,
to me. So
yeah.
So do you think that we're gonna get maybe a crossover episode with the final season of The Boys that's
oh
coming
yeah,
out?
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Starlight came at the end with
Yep.
the A train, and it was
Okay.
a
A
you want
train.
a
Yep.
resistance, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Now,
Because is this the end of Gen V? Are they
I
gonna
don't know because they also doing Vault, but this is also
Okay.
earlier when they first started using us, so when they made Soldier Boy
Okay.
and they met Maeve and stuff like that. So this is something newer, but I think. Because you only can go so long with boys now, because it's like, all right, man, we're ready
Right.
to see it. We're ready to
Yeah.
see them get it in. So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, once they put Starlight and they saw A Train come through, I was like, all right, it's all come to a pinnacle now. Now they
Oh,
about to get crack it because
all
they got
right.
to take care of it. Because they only can run from Homelander and Vaughn and all them other superheroes for so long before they got to just hold on. And then you got Carl Urban character coming around, and he's the one that's going to do it. And then you have Homelander's son, who we still the wild card because we don't know what he's thinking
Oh
about. One day
yeah.
Exactly.
you don't
Yep.
like Homelander, the next day you do. So you don't
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you have to figure it out because he's just as powerful as Homelander. And they've never, and I don't know, they still haven't told the boy that Homelander raped his mom. So I want to see how that affects him, but they haven't told him
Right.
yet. So I want to see how that affects him when he does
That could
find out.
potentially be the season finale of season 5, Homelander versus his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could totally see that happening.
So how much did it age his son? So after all this,
Right.
how old is his son?
Right.
So
Hmm.
if his son gets like 12 to 15, 13 to 50, because Homelander don't work on his skill. He just run
Mm-mm.
around and know he's the strongest one. So he's like Superman. That's like why Batman gets mad at Superman. Because he don't work on himself. He's just strong.
Yeah.
So can you take him out? Yeah.
Bro, I've never heard that. Like,
What? That's the truth. Batman's biggest pet peeve is that Superman. That's why he has the Doom,
hey,
the Doomsday, because he like I know that he's like you're strong, but you're weak in mind and weak in body. You don't take care of yourself, so I have to take care of you for you.
so real quick, now that you use that analogy, like, look, Batman is that dude. Like, after I watched Justice League Doom, that
Yeah,
sealed it.
yeah.
That confirmed that Batman is that dude. And then what was the other one? The Return of the Dark Knight, when he
Hmm.
punked Superman at the end. Man, I mean, but look, Batman then went up against the best of them and walked away. I mean,
Hmm.
he Dark Side.
I was saying his best one was Darkseid to me when he came in there and he turned on the bomb. He said, "Omega Sci-Fi try." He's like,
Yes,
"Well
yes.
played." Yeah, because
I
Well,
knew
he's
you
like,
I knew y'all two would get along
yeah, no,
just fine.
because man, I just did one of those when I watched it. I was like, because that was Superman, Batman Apocalypse,
"Hmm,
and he was like, "Well played." Like I could have crushed you just like this, and you
yeah.
just
But he knew. He was like, "Yeah, I can't fight you, but
By the
I
way,
know what I can do, and I
Sean,
know that what you
yeah,
want. So I take care of that. I'm smart enough to know your thing, so it don't matter like that. It's how I go. So
yeah,
that's why I like Gen V is to me is like Hancock. You remember when Will Smith was Hancock? There
yeah,
are superheroes with powers that are dicks. So you just want to see how they act and stuff like that. But now how the temper of the whole world and even views that we have in our world right now are coming on the show. So you're looking at it like, damn, what if a superhero was around doing stupid stuff like that? What would we do? Just look
right.
goofy,
mhm.
or well, we have to find out. We have to find the exit plan. So the exit plan, I think, is Marie, and we shall see. But I know they're gonna bring them both together or whatever like that. So can't
Well,
wait.
well, we'll definitely find out. But
By
man,
the way, hold on.
oh, go ahead.
By the way, Sean, this is the friend that it's wanted me to watch the animated DC series. He's
Yes,
the
yes.
one. He's the
Because that
one.
animated DC is what's most important.
I didn't got him started already.
Yeah,
I,
that's what's most important. Because
look
then
here.
you'll see if you watch the movies, you'll be like, because in all reality, I like Superman, but I wasn't a fan of the new one. I'm a fan of Man of Steel because that's what it is.
Yeah,
So yeah, DC cartoon wise is probably the best they can give. Nobody's gonna stop them.
no, not
Cartoon
at all.
wise, they come out with all their stories and adaptations and things of that nature. The problem with DC is that they don't know how to get it to the big screen and
That
translate it to make that money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So they got to get that. Sometimes you just have to follow the story and you'll be just fine. So I don't, but I'm not. I know I have a time limit. You know,
Yeah.
you guys y'all call me again one day, and
Hey, we
I'll give it
definitely
to
go.
you.
Oh,
I'm
for
gonna get her
sure.
to watch one of these movies, and we all gonna get on to talk about it. Like,
She's
look,
always she fights everything. She's like,
well, no, no, look,
it's
she'll
a
fight, but
cartoon.
some she'll let it, she might lower her fence. She might lower
I
her
gave her
force
an
field.
encyclopedia.
Yeah.
I let her
Yeah, I
use the
heard.
encyclopedia.
I
She didn't even
heard.
read the thing. She just had it. She's like, oh, just sitting there. I said, give it back.
You're a
Give it back.
liar. I read it. You're a liar. And you know I read it. I learned so much too.
I'm
You
gonna
got
give you
it.
the Star Wars one too. You're gonna read that, and then you're gonna be yeah. Y'all look up when y'all whoever did Star Wars for y'all look at the Usain Vong invasion. That's a very good invasion from the
Oh
Star Wars
shit.
community.
Bet.
It's cartoons.
Oh no, this is a comic book, so it's a Usain Vong. I mean, I do the Star Wars. I'm also into the Alien Predator stuff as well. It's a very good universe as well.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well,
All right,
once
Thomas.
yeah. Well, no, great information. Thank you for
Yes.
coming on. We definitely got to have you on again for sure. Man, because you
Very
great information.
knowledgeable.
Yes,
Very
absolutely.
knowledgeable. You're a great fit for the podcast. So
Yes.
Oh
thanks.
man, I know. We'll talk about it, man. I appreciate what y'all do. I love that Ghostbuster shirt.
Oh,
Shay don't know nothing
appreciate it.
about
Thank
that.
you.
I ain't gonna talk to y'all know nothing about it. But yeah, y'all keep doing what you're doing. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
Tom.
you.
Bye.
All
All
right.
right.